And so now let's head over to the configuration panel, General, Company Settings, and from here in the Currency section, we'll be able to, first of all, enable multi-currency, and secondly, we'll always need to set the base currency that our CRM operates with. In this case, we have the dollar as the main currency, and we've enabled two secondary currencies, the euro and sols, right? The update that has to do precisely with this automation is that now for each secondary currency, we will be able to update the exchange rate, right? Automatically or manually? Obviously, the automatic one is always better for us, and once we update it, notice that we'll be able to see how it has been changing, right? That type of exchange rate over time, and we will also be able to visualize every moment, every minute per day in chronological order how that change happened, right? How it varied from one amount to another. So this automatic update is connected to Open Exchange Rates, which is a platform, let's say, that operates with technical monetary data, OER, right? Through the APIs, the information updates these currency changes in real time, right? Now, it's super important to understand that this improvement has two distinct levels. I'm telling you this in advance because it can be a bit confusing sometimes, right? There is a currency level, how the general exchange rate is updated, and record level, right? Which has to do precisely with whether we are going to give the organization's users the permission so they can even update or refresh that exchange rate on the different records, such as a deal, it could be a contact, an account, etc., right? As long as we have the currency field. So notice that at the currency level, we can update automatically every 30 minutes on a daily basis for each currency, right? You choose whether it updates, as I said before, in automatic mode, right? In this case, we can also enable it to update at a specific time or every certain amount of time at a specific hour, right? Of each day. That is at the currency level then. And at the record level, the update can be manual, as I said before, with permissions, but if you prefer, let's say, to have that manual control, you can enable certain users in your organization to be able to perform this update. How do we give permission to users to update the exchange rate? We're going to go to the first we have to have the check active, right? Then I just showed you. And from the configuration, from security and control, we're going to go to profiles, and in this case, we're going to go to the profile to which we want to give access to this functionality. Module permissions, others, and towards the end, we'll find here, refresh exchange rates. If I activate it, notice that here I have a standard user. I'm going to refresh and see how they will view it. For example, let's go into this deal that has an amount in sols. Notice how here I can actually automatically see it now, right? The conversion to dollars. And there is a field that gets activated with this functionality that has to do precisely with the exchange rate, right? Yeah, notice that this is the permission we just enabled, right? They will be able to do a refresh to enable the exchange rate, right? Whenever they need to. Otherwise, if they have that permission disabled, this will simply be locked and will remain frozen at that exchange rate, okay?